Once in a decade, there comes a time where all forms of art go through an experimental stage. Sometimes the results are amazing, other times not so much. The last time we saw this for the better were hits like Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, and Demon Slayer. These are only some of the big hits for mainstream anime and manga, but now it feels like we're at a standstill, with One Piece still being front and center of Shonen Jump. A lot of us are unsure of who, or even if it's possible at this point, will take the crown from the big dog at Shonen Jump. Personally, I thought it would be Jujutsu Kaisen, because when I say I saw it everywhere, I saw it everywhere with anime clips to manga edits getting all the stupid views. And this was on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, you name it. This was everywhere. But when the manga announced its coming end, a lot of us wonder, what happens now? In the midst of all this, however, was a manga that was quietly gaining momentum. And no, it isn't Dandadan, and that manga is Kagurabachi. Kagurabachi is about 15-year-old Chihiro who wanted to be a swordsmith like his father. One day, three sorcerers broke through a protective spell that was on Chihiro's house. After attacking Chihiro's family and leaving him for dead, the sorcerers stole 6 of the 7 enchanted swords his father made. Now, a fully healed Chihiro wants heads to roll and his father's swords back. Yes, the plot, for the most part, is surface level vengeance. But what I love the most about this manga, and mind you, I just finished volume 1 and now I have volume 2 and 3, and you bet your ass I'm getting 4 and 5, is how Hokazono puts an emphasis on honoring loved ones, both past and those that are still with us. It's a detail I notice others talking about the manga tend to overlook, but I feel it should be noted too, since it adds a sense of familiarity with other shonen like Dragon Ball Z. More specifically, I know it's filler, but the episode during Cell Games where Goku and Chi-Chi talk about Gohan's namesake. Now we enter into minor spoilers, and this is just mostly to focus and discuss about the characters. So, again, you have not read it, please go read it. Otherwise, here's the first little spoiler. Chihiro, Rokuei's only son, was training with his dad on being a swordsman. Not much is known about his family tree, but he's certainly quieter than Rokuei. Rokuei, a goofball and a gentle giant, made 6 blades for the war effort in the village. After the war, he and his friend, Mr. Shi, put a protective spell over the house and workshop. Mr. Shiba, or Shi as I call him, Rokuei's friend, watches over Chihiro and aids Chihiro's mission, and honestly, he's just like one of my favorite characters. If I miss any other characters, I apologize. I'm still learning names as well, and as you can probably tell, I'm bad with names. But I do have to admit, Char, the little girl, she's very, very cute. And Sojo, who is the wielder of the Cloud Blade, is also pretty cool in my opinion. But Mr. Shiba is the one you want to watch out for. So now we're entering into the big spoiler territory. While this is a minor spoiler, it wouldn't be right just to lay it out without a warning. If you haven't read this manga and don't want anything revealed, go read it. Then come back, and if you're fine with spoilers, big or small, you can stay and keep watching. With that out of the way, now let's get into the juicy stuff. At the beginning of the manga, we learn that Chihiro's dad is big, goofy, and not the most responsible person. Chihiro explains that he himself takes care of the goldfish his dad bought, with the logic that each of the fish is blessed with good luck, the ability to ward off evil, and the third one, hilariously, supposedly being totally amazing. So, when the fish were also killed by the sorcerers, Chihiro, at least this is implied, infuse the fish to the seventh blade and then learn how to master the power of the blade. In an, in an interview with Ashi Paper, and shout out to Kagurabachi Basil for finding this interview, who says, I really intended to go with koi until the last minute, but when finalizing the storyboard, I realized that the goldfish would be easier to symbolize the daily life between Chihiro and his father. This struck a chord with me because by Chihiro adding the goldfish to the seventh blade, he's killing the enemy with his father beside him. It's simple, yet fresh and effective way to move the readers without being too heavy-handed, which I notice happens in quite a few over revenge stories. Kagurabachi is the rare exception. And the best part? Kagurabachi Basil also has discovered that Kagurabachi is officially getting an anime, according to another article posted on the website Tokyo Kazi, an anime adaptation through Cyber Agent and Shoku. If you recognize the second studio name, this studio is responsible for the popular anime such as Full Metal Alchemist, Violet Evergarden, Nagrame, and many more. It's rumored the release will either be the summer of 2026 or fall of 2026. Either way, I make a bold prediction that Kagurabachi will be a bigger phenomenon than Don Da Don. That's right. I said it. I know that's a hot take, but trust me. Kagurabachi is the type of story that should be told more often here in the West. One where the character fights for honor instead of spite. I can't wait to keep burning my money on this manga. When the 6th, 7th, 8th volumes come out, yep, I'm buying it, and I so can't wait for a hopeful possible anime adaptation. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and give some love to Kagurabachi Basil, and tell me what you like about Kagurabachi. Until next time, bye! Also, I just want to give a quick update. So I saw an interesting post from Kagurabachi Basil over 2 weeks ago. And it's a long, meaty tweet, but he's basically saying that there could be a possible anime announcement at Anime Expo, which is this Friday. But honestly, I don't think it's going to happen because Cyber Agent is also going to premiere the first episode of the anime The Summer When Light Died. And this is their first time at Anime Expo, so that would be way too much for a studio to do, especially when it's their first time. But we all know how Japan treats their animators and mangakas, so we shall see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know, and we'll see what happens. Bye!